So my name is Francis Lesengei. I'm the Financial Inclusion Manager, Caritas Isiolo, supporting the graduation model. Nawiri adapted graduation model is a 5-suit sequence time-bound set of intervention that is implemented to a vulnerable household through a set of interventions that are integrated within the health and nutrition, social behavior change, and also financial literacy to those households through assets transfers and also financial literacy, and we are able to also link this household to other actors. The participants are selected through a community-led process. First is involvement of the local elders at the village level in terms of identification of the geographic of the village and the number of households in that particular village, and again the goal of the project. And then a community meeting is set up in terms of giving the overview of the project, and then again now the selection is done based on screening of the households that fall into the criteria, and then after that now we are able to identify households that have met the criteria after administering a poverty probability index tool to the households. Then now we are able to identify the number of households that have qualified for the project. Then we subject the same households in terms of community screening if there are other community issues in terms of which households qualify more than the others. And then again we look at the facility data to ensure that the households that have malnourished children, the households that have pregnant malnourished women are able to be captured in the households that have qualified. So the NGM program is a 24 months integrated model whereby we offer trainings. The business mentor is able to offer trainings the first 3 months. We are also able to business group trainings in the 21 months. Of course, the other 9 months we offer mentorship and coaching. With the health and nutrition component, we offer throughout the program the first 12 months intensive and the second 12 months on light touches by the PSP, and also the cash consumption smoothing is offered for a period of 6 months, and the first grant is administered the first 3 months and then the second after 6 months. Yes, there are 2 types of financial support provided to these business saving groups and also at the household level. So at the business saving group level, we provide 2 types of grants. The startup grants, which is called the small business grant, and we also provide after 6 months a progress report grant, which is 20,000. So the small business grant is 30,000 after 3 months of the project. And then after 6 months of the small business grant, we again top up with the progress report grant, which is 20,000. Then the other financial support to these households is the consumption smoothing, which is now the cash transfers to a tune of 5,000 per household for a period of 6 months. There are a number of trainings that are provided. We have 9 modules which the business mentor is able to administer at the business saving group level. The first training is usually the family support, where they are able to come together. They are able now to group themselves into business groups, the groups of 3, so that they are able to receive the grant and they are able now to start their enterprises. So after the family support, and they are able to group themselves together in terms of the BG. Then we go again the formation of that particular business saving group, and then they're able to receive the financial literacy training, 3 progressive financial literacy training, and then they are able now to select an enterprise they want to engage in. That's the other module, and then 3 consecutive again entrepreneurship trainings that they be able to be trained by the business mentor before they receive the first grant. So the role of the BSGs is to cultivate the culture of saving, because from experience, if communities are supported and they are able to cultivate that culture of saving, and they are able to save the income they receive either from their businesses or from any other alternative source of livelihood they have, they are able now to have that resilience in terms of household needs. So the BSGs have helped our business saving groups in terms of be able to have that resilience in terms of their household needs. The mentoring and coaching is provided by the business mentor, who is a local coach from that particular village. He understands the local context of that particular village, so he is the one who provides all the trainings, the mentoring and the coaching at the entire 12 months or 24 months of the graduation model. After now administering graduation to these participants, we expect them to graduate out of poverty, or graduate, there are things they need to meet so that they are able to graduate out of poverty. So the business that was supported through the grant must have grown at least by more than 15%. The same also the member of that particular household is able to have saved at least 5,000 shillings within that cycle of 12 months. Have grown the cumulative savings to tune of more than 5,000. The same again household is able to graduate malnourished children if they were at the beginning of the project out of malnutrition. So we don't expect any malnourished child at the end of the project. And then again, they must be able to have not skipped any type of meal. So they're able to meet their daily meals. There are 3 meals a day as a household as a result of the graduation model interventions. So initially I said we are implementing a 24 months graduation, where we are able to link these groups to, say, SIL groups. So they start the savings at the BSG level the first 12 months with intensive mentoring and coaching. And then the second phase, which is now the second cycle of 12 months, they are able now to transition to silk, so that the culture of saving continues even post-graduation. The other thing also is linkage to market, because we are able to link these particular enterprises or businesses to private sector and to other actors within the county or within the community, so that these enterprises can continue to thrive and grow. We are also able to link this particular business saving group, or as a transition to silk, to financial service providers, so that they are able to receive extra support, financial support. They are also able to receive extra financial training and more capacity building, so that they are able to sustain what we started in graduation. Let me take this opportunity to thank Catholic Relief Services for their generous support in terms of entrusting resources to Caritas to implement the graduation model within the 3 wards. We are implementing the graduation model so that they are able to complete the cycles that were started from the Nawiri graduation. Thank you.